How's it going? Today we're going to open a bottle. Hashtag open your bottles and hashtag taps off. That sounds so cringy saying these things out loud. But anyway, yeah, we're going to open a bottle and it's the Springbank Society members. So it's 5-year-old, 100% proof, whatever the hell that means. I think that's just some American term of the ABV. I don't know what it means. 57.1% ABV, so it must just relate to that somehow. There's 2,166 bottles and it's matured in fresh bourbon. So yeah, we're going to crack this open as a first look for Patreons. I've got no nails. I've got a kind of terrible habit of biting my nails, so this makes opening bottles quite difficult, and there's a little fly in here that's probably going to get attracted to the whiskey. But hey ho, let's get this off. This is really difficult. See, opening things on camera, I always it's what do you call it? Performing under pressure, or when someone's watching. But anyway, it's like when you go to a urinal and you're trying to pee and someone stands right next to you. Yeah, you get a little bit of, what's the word? Anyway, let's get down to this whiskey. I'm wanting to open it and I'm excited. Oh yeah. So this cost, I think, what was it, £50? I can't remember what the packaging was. I think the posting packaging was maybe £8 or £10 or something along those lines. The cork's quite funky. It's got quite a yeah, that cork doesn't look too appetizing. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just being a little bit pernickety. I don't know if that'll focus on the cork or if it's going to focus on my big head. But it just seems a little bit. I mean, it smells fine. It just smells like Springbank. So yeah, first look. We'll see how this goes. Obviously, first time trying it. It's literally just opened. I'll try to see if there's any bottle stamps on it. Yeah, it's got a Springbank 1603-23. So 16th of March 2023 is when it was bottled. It's pretty cool. Yeah, bottled March 2023, distilled July 2017. So it's a young Springbank, but I think Springbank does carry itself pretty well in younger spirit, and I'd tend to even say that sometimes older Springbank isn't always better. And I think that's just the case with most whiskies, but for some reason I feel like this rings truer with Springbank, and I'm not sure if that's something to do with the peated element or not. I mean, yeah, if I go at this, I would hope I'd be able to tell you it's Springbank. It characteristically smells like Springbank. It just smells, there's maybe a little bit more, it smells a little bit more peated than normal. So it'd be interesting to see if they've upped the ppm at all or what. But it just seems a little bit, or maybe I'm just a little bit, what do you call it? I don't want to say virgin. I'm trying to think of the word. I'm terrible at thinking of words on camera. Basically, I've stopped drinking peat for a while, so maybe my nose is getting accustomed to that again. But yeah, you can smell this. You can smell the funk. You can smell the dirtiness. I'm not sure. It's not too nippy on the nose. I mean, that's right in. That's a deep breath. I mean, I'm basically snorting whiskey at this point. Yeah, that's a deep breath, and it's not nipping at all. But yeah, there's. Oh, it's just funky. It's just dirty, and I'd hope I'd be able to pick this out and tell you it's Springbank. Yeah, it's a little bit more. The ABV is a little bit more evident on the palate, but there's this. Oh god, that's good. It's fresh bourbon as well. I don't know if that adds kind of more of this kind of Parma Violet or something. It's a little fragrant. I don't know what the specific scent would or taste would be, but I want to say like a Parma Violet kind of, yeah, quite perfumey, quite fragrant, aromatic. Not something I normally get with Springbank on the palate, but that's quite tasty. Yeah, it's good. Was there any doubt that it was going to be? I mean, it's young, but I could have had this and it could have been terrible. And I feel like there have been Springbanks that I've not enjoyed. There was I can't remember if it was a 13-year-old or a 17-year-old, but there was like a blue Springbank, and it was I don't know if that was bourbon or Madeira, but there was a blue one. I've got a picture of it. I'm sure I had it at the Bon Accord, and it was maybe just a little yeah, I didn't really enjoy it as much. And I mean, there have been Springbanks I haven't enjoyed, but was there any doubt going into this was going to be bad? I mean, it's chosen from society members, so it should be of a quality that's going to ring true with members, with fans. I'm not sure about the water on the nose. I think that should have just been left the way it was. Maybe I've drowned it. We can always top it up. It's good. It's tamed the peat, of course, but it just smells like water now. So maybe I have put a little bit too much in it. We'll see what the palate's like with the water. There's construction works going outside. Yeah, I don't think it needed that much water. I kind of thought the palate maybe needed a little bit water, but it seems to have not taken to it very well. I'm just going to keep this bottle open. And we'll maybe top it up. It's my last day at home, so yeah, last day for a drink. It needs to be yeah, we've got 24 hours. We're fine. Oh, it's creamy. There's maybe a little bit of something that I don't enjoy too much, which is licorice. So there's maybe a touch licorice there, but so far it's nice, and I really can't wait for this to open up a little bit. Maybe give it a little bit of time. I want to spend some time with it. Maybe add the correct amount of water, because it's something I do a lot, is take my time and see how much water is needed, so that when I'm doing reviews I can just basically scoosh away. Oh yeah, it's like engine. It's the whole cliche of Springbank, like the engine oil, the or spent oil or spent matches. Spent matches and like used oil. Oh, it is lovely, and I'd be gutted if I missed out on a bottle of this now. Now that I've tried it, if someone sent me a sample. This is I don't know if I'm just getting a little bit infatuated and being a little bit too sentimental, but this is like a kind of proper Springbank, or yeah, I don't know, just like old school to me. Springbank, yeah. Mm. Just making orgasm noises now. Yeah, dirty, funky, grist, barley for sure, warehouse, dunnage. I mean, I'm just trying to think of all the things that are Springbank, because it's just classic Springbank. There's nothing, it's just so funky. The finish is long, it's lovely, it's warming, nice mouthfeel. Not as oily. I just reviewed the Balmanac, which which was my latest review. Anyway, that'll be coming out at some point. I don't know which one will come out first. But that was a bit more oily and a bit more of a mouthfeel for the film. But this is just a completely different kettle of fish. It's I don't think this bottle's going to last long at all. I think I'm just going to be tanning this when I get home. So yeah, that's the first look. A more laid back approach to opening the bottle and yeah, drinking it. And we'll have obviously a full review, but I think this is going to be a cracker, and I hope some of you, I know guys in my chat and that, the Tabes guys, they've got a couple bottles, so it'll be interesting to see what people's thoughts are on this, what other people's first impressions are, because yeah, it's just cracking. So I'll see you in a bit whenever the next review is, so cheers.